Yoel Armia angles the puck to the point. Arbor Xhekaj remains in the lineup for Montreal. Here's David Savard. This gets to go off a redirect, and it's saved and covered by Logan Thompson with a penalty to come. Canadiens break the puck out. Matheson tries to thread the needle on a home run pass. Thompson has to play it. Dvorak to the back. Carrier shot turned out by Thompson. Both organizations had received calls from the National Hockey League essentially telling them, hey, cut it out in between the whistles. Sandin will pick it up, feed it ahead, up the middle, Strome, put it wide! What a chance, moving in. Fires it off the corner glass. Dubois will start out of the zone with Beauvillier. Anthony Beauvillier shoots in tight, save Dobish. Wilson is the bumper man. Strome on the top of the circle. Now Wilson drifting to the goal line. Chychrun across. Wilson denied! Dobish goes post to post for a 10-bell save.
And now here's the look that we're talking about. Strome goes low, and Chychrun finds Wilson on the 2-on-1, gets it through. And this is a great shot by Wilson. Doesn't quite elevate the puck on the saucer pass. And it's Dobish that gets the right pad.
Harassing Dubois. Gooley out of the box. Dubois sends it off the body out in front. Dobish gets a quick whistle. 20-year-old rookie turns it over. Caulfield moves in. Couldn't slip it across. Chychrun back in the nick of time. Loose puck. Side of the net. Thompson with a big save.
On the post to recover a little bit after that last opportunity by the Montreal Canadiens, and Caulfield's coming in with speed, and he knows he has support. Slafkovsky, great awareness to know that Suzuki's right there. Suzuki connects with the puck, but Thompson.
Washington keeps the zone. Wilson off the boards for Chychrun. Wilson back to Chychrun, and now Chychrun pinches in, shoots in tight, save Dobish. Evans ranging for the puck. Sandin gets through the check. Sandin cuts in over the line. Ovechkin out wide. Pad save Dobish. Knocking Dowd to the ice. Steal by Radish. Dowd back to his feet. Hard around. 8 seconds. Off the bench, McMichael. McMichael fires. And it's blockered into the netting.
You know, some of the best in the league in terms of their involvement contributing offensively.
Capitals win the faceoff. Shot gets to goal. Roy with an attempt that was redirected just in front of Cole Caulfield. Here's Beauvillier with a steal off Hudson, and Hudson with a recovery. Beauvillier, the second effort. They score! Dylan Strome with the follow-up. And the Capitals lead 1-0.
All three zones, and even though it's a little bit of a battle there, it's Beauvillier that takes the puck to the net, and two players go with him, and Dobish, he doesn't control the rebound. Look at the work by Beauvillier to come in, and Dobish gets his pad on the initial puck, but it's Strome that's following up the play, and no one takes Strome, and he comes in and gets the backhand.
On the first shot of the period for the Canadiens as Xhekaj runs into Eller. Big hit in the corner. Xhekaj and Eller again. Long shot. Save Dobish, and he covers the rebound.
They had 3 on the drive.
Here's Newhook barging in. Frozen by Logan Thompson. He and Wilson come together. Wilson tosses Carrier's stick away. No penalty. Centering pass, Anderson, shot, save, rebound, swept away. Savard still on his knees. Punched out of there by Armia, trying to outlet for Evans. Kept alive by Strome. Ovechkin fires off the glove of Dobish. Loose puck, swept across. Up the boards, Ovechkin for the point. Sandin walks across. Sandin looking, shooting wide, off the end boards. Dobish robs McMichael!
And an ability to move in his crease, and Sandin with a shot from the point comes off hard on the boards.
Demidov for Suzuki. Back for Demidov. To the point, Hudson. Across Caulfield. Scores! Cole Caulfield again!
All smiles. And he had 11 shots on goal in Game 3, 9 of them from this side of the ice. And look at him positioning himself, getting ready for the one-timer, and it's Hudson that sets him up. Demidov up to Hudson, across.
Friendly bounce for Washington, though. Chikrin's pass behind the intended target. Carlson fires well wide. Chikrin holds the zone. Chikrin to Ovechkin, the redirect wouldn't go. Slavkovsky now for Demidov. Hudson up top, no look pass. Demidov, Caulfield, save! Thompson. And Carrier come together. Anderson, Shields, connects with Armia. One-on-one with Sandin, save! Thompson, rebound scooped up by Duhaime.
Carrier needs to make his way to the bench as
Duhaime in tight, save! Dobish, they score! On a bouncing puck out in front!
Carrier, he couldn't play on. He had just been leveled by Wilson. As he's on his way to the bench, Duhaime with the attack and the bounce off and behind Dobish. And it's Duhaime coming with speed, who beats Matheson, and then Dowd and McMichael are diving in, and McMichael says it's all yours. But this whole play,
Matheson, nice pass for Evans. It's a 3-on-2 developing for Montreal if they hurry. Newhook for Evans, centering, and Gooley couldn't get there in time, neither could Newhook. And Van Riemsdyk now will look up the middle as Montreal finally completes that change. Mangiapane with room, scores! Andrew Mangiapane with 3:37 to go in regulation gives the Capitals the lead.
and it starts at their own zone. The patience, Van Riemsdyk with a nice look up for Strome, and you see the cross on the entry in a beautiful shot. This is Strome, and you see the confusion when they go for the drop pass. You see two Montreal players. Spencer Carberry told us, right, the importance of all three zones, and they found a way.
Centering pass, Dubois saved by Dobish. Mark that save down. With 2:46 to go, Montreal wins the faceoff. Stolen off the draw by Dowd. Dowd hands it off. Duhaime buries it into the empty nets. And Brandon Duhaime may have just sealed the deal for Washington. 4-2 with 2:39 to go.
In the draw in the offensive zone, the battle along the boards, Davidoff gets it off to Hudson, but it's the pressure up high. And then Duhaime with the pass from Dowd. You see both of them coming up high to pressure to prevent Hudson from passing the puck from high to low, and it ends up being the 2-on-1, and they make no mistake, and Duhaime buries that empty netter to make it 4-2.
Got the starter's net, looks just fine. Jakub Dobish making his first playoff start. Heroic in a lot of ways, but Wilson buries it into the empty nets. And Tom Wilson certainly enjoying his moment, mixing it up with the Montreal fans.
This morning, he felt like his team did not play well in game three, and they have responded tonight. And there's Wilson.
Wilson joked this morning that sometimes he's going to have to shut up. Well, he was loud tonight. He let his play do the talking.
Well, he did. He said that was the key, to not let all of the external discussions and activities get in the way of how they wanted to play.